What up, world? It's your boy, Dual Boy Don. I'm back for my review for Survivor Series. And if you check the shirt, man, defended to the end. Got the 24/7 championship. But, you know what I'm saying? I had to bring the big boy out because, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the big four pay per views. And, it felt special, so I wanted to bring the big boy out today. But, yeah, man. Overall, man, I enjoyed myself. Survivor Series was definitely a highlight of this year. They showed up, showed out. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, we're just gonna go down the card. Um, on the pre-show, it was the dual brand battle royal. It was 18 men. It was John Morrison, Kalisto, Rey Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews, Buddy Murphy, Robert Roode, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura, Elias, Jeff Hardy, Chad Gable, Dominic Mysterio, and The Miz. The Miz ended up getting the win by surprising Dominic Mysterio at the end. Dominic thought he eliminated him, but he didn't take him over the top rope, and so him and Gable was locked in, and he managed to take Gable out. He celebrated a little too early. Miz came behind and got him, which means that Raw was up one. If you keep it scored, you know what I'm saying, that counts. Like Raw gets one earlier on. So yeah, there was that. But I thought that Big E might be in this, but he wasn't. But I thought the SmackDown would have got it, but it is what it is. To be truly honest, I wasn't even concerned about that. But it's neither here nor there. So yeah, which brings us into the main card. We started off with the 5-on-5 men's Survivor Series elimination match, which was Team Raw, Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Strowman, and Matt Riddle against SmackDown. Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and Otis. And oh my god, right out the gate, I knew it was going to be a long night for SmackDown because not only did Raw win, but they swept. They didn't have one single elimination. They swept straight through the SmackDown team. And it started with that motherfucker Seth Rollins. This motherfucker gonna say for the greater good, gonna get down on his knees, arms out, saying, "Do it, do your part." Sacrificing himself, getting bro kicked in the face, and immediately getting out. And Owens had a little bit of a fight for a while, but brought him down. Then it was King Corbin who got brought down. Surprisingly, they was working. The team Raw was working pretty well together. Otis Otis showed up and showed out a little bit. Him and Keith Lee had a little bit of a moment, so that was pretty cool. But he eventually got brought down by Strowman, leaving only Jey Uso. And Jey Uso was fighting as if his life depended on it, and it low key kind of did, because Roman, Roman wasn't going to accept nothing more than a dub. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. He was super kicking everybody. He was throwing himself all over the ring. A bunch of them were outside the ring. He jumped from the ring to the apron below, taking everybody up. He went up for a frog splash. Keith Lee caught him in the fireman's carry, then shifted him up to the Spirit Bomb, and of course annihilated him with the Spirit Bomb, and Raw got the first done. I was not expecting it to be like this, but I had a feeling that it was gonna be a long night. So if you keep a score, that's 2-0 for Raw. Yeah. But then we come to the first champions versus champions match. It was The New Day against the Street Profits. And can I say, oh my God, the New Day came out with the custom Gears of War. They got, you know what I'm saying, the armor and stuff. And then, Francesca was made to look like a Lancer. That was pretty cool. And, Big E was there for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with his boys, holding the titles and his gear and everything, show support, but then he left real quick. I thought that was odd. I felt that he should have been in the Battle Royal or something, but I mean, it is what it is. But Street Profits came out, and I said it was gonna be match of the night candidate. It definitely was match of the night candidate. These dudes was throwing down. They couldn't put each other away, but they was fighting as if their life depended on it, both of them. And then at one point, I think Montez Ford hit Kobe with his Trouble in Paradise after Kobe missed with his. So that was crazy. But then the story was that though, it was working over it was working Montez Ford's ribs, man. Really, really bad. So, there's one time he hit the cash out, but he couldn't pin him because his ribs was in too much pain. And then the New Day went for, I believe, the Midnight Hour, but they didn't get it all the way because it's usually Big E who does the big ending on it. But, Woods did it, but he didn't do it quite right, so that caused him to kick out. But it eventually led to Dawkins having Woods on his shoulders, and then Montez Ford from the heavens. I don't. It wasn't the splash. It might have been a splash, but it looked like he hit like a blockbuster. I think they called it an ultra blockbuster, but it took Woods out. 1, 2, 3. Profits got the win, and of course, you know what I'm saying, everybody's cool. There's a lot of respect going around with everybody. So they dapped it up and everything, and then Profits celebrated, and I was right in saying that the Profits were gonna win. I know that I still kind of had a feeling that they might have gave New Day that win, but it was right to give the Profits the win. You know what I'm saying? Because they coming up. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't hurt the New Day really to lose. They still New Day still New Day. So let the Profits get the win so they can get a little bit of that shine, and a little bit more, climbing up the ladder and everything. So yeah, that was a really good match. Really good match. Next up was Bobby Lashley. It was Raw's United States champion against Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental champion. He had the Hurt Business ringside with him. Thought that was kind of finicky, but I mean it didn't really matter in the end. What kind of did Sami Zayn got routed? Plain simple. I knew that he was gonna get his ass whooped. I thought that he would pull something out of his ass to get out of it, even though he tried. It wasn't due to lack of trying. He tried everything. He tried to get the others to hit him, so Bob would get disqualified. He tried to take off the ring buckle. It just didn't work. Ref knew what was going on, and you know what I'm saying. The ref, and then everybody, you know what I'm saying, was. It was talking just smack to Sammy. Sammy was kind of taking it. He tried. He almost got such a guys after the character. After pushing him. But, cooler heads kind of prevailed. But it was mainly Bobby dominating. And then toward the end of the match, he was trying to escape or whatever, but he tripped on MVP. Then he was putting at the ref like, yo, he tripped me, man. He tripped me. And the ref wasn't wasn't having it. MVP just said, you know what? He just got him up when the ref wasn't looking. You know what I'm saying? Scooped him up, pushed him back into the ring. He got put in the Hurt Lock. It was over from there. I thought that Zayn would pull something out to get the dub, but he didn't. But, I mean, I'm not surprised. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not surprised that Lashley got the win because, it's Lashley. He's kind of been on a roll, so yeah, I'm interested to see what happens next with these guys. I don't know, maybe Retribution goes up against our business again. I don't know, I'll have to wait and see, but yeah. Moving on, Sasha Banks and And Asuka. What was I about to say? Where's the Bliss? But yeah, Sasha Banks, Asuka champion versus champion. You know what I'm saying? Sasha Banks surprisingly with the win. I was very surprised. I thought that Asuka would win, but Sasha was game. She was hanging in there with Asuka. She couldn't quite lock in the bank statement, but then again, Asuka couldn't quite put the Asuka lock on her. They was kind of fighting. They put each other in their moves, but then they got caught up with small packages and roll ups and a whole bunch of roller sequences and all that. And Sasha caught Asuka slipping one too many times, and she managed to get out there with the win. I'm surprised. I thought that Carmella might have come for her head, or something on the slide, but she didn't. So that was interesting, but it was a pretty good match. Sasha came out with the win, so I guess they trying to build her up a little bit by a little bit by a little bit. I don't think it hurts neither one of them. Asuka's still Asuka, of course, but Banks got that win, so that's another win for SmackDown. But yeah, I thought like Asuka would get it, but I guess not. Next up is this is one of the best. This was the better of the Survivor Series elimination matches. It was the women's match with Team Raw, which was the WWE Women's Tag Champs Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lana, Lacey Evans, and Peyton Royce. I guess Team SmackDown, Bianca Belair, the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Bayley, and Natalia. The funniest thing, what was messed up though, is that they was treating Lana like a stepchild. They didn't want to no part of Lana. It was like, hey man, you're not getting in this match. At one point, she tagged herself in, did some things. Then she got tagged out, and they said, hey, go to timeout. They told her to stand on the steps and just sit there, just stand there, away from the match and everything. And they was just talking so much crap to her. She looked like she was about to break down into tears. She looked like she was about to cry. It was damn, you couldn't help but feel sorry for her. But Team SmackDown, oh my god. Off rip, the veterans, Natalia and Bayley got caught. But Peyton Royce surprisingly got the elimination after she superplexed Bayley from the top rope onto the apron where everybody was. She managed to get her in the ring and hit her with the deja vu. That deja vu is nasty too, by the way. She managed to get Bayley better. Then Natalia came in and she eventually was able to get Peyton Royce to tap out to the sharpshooter. And then she got caught up in some mess and she tried to put Shayna Baszler into the sharpshooter, not realizing that she wasn't the legal woman. Lacey Evans was the legal woman, and then she messed around and boom, got caught with that woman's right. And then it was down to the Riot Squad and Bianca Belair. Ooh, excuse me. And off rip, I knew something was gonna happen, but Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott was fighting like they like depended on it, and then low key kind of did. They was going at it. They managed to get rid of Lacey Evans, but Nia Jax was still too powerful. And all through the match, whenever she would come in, everybody would kind of, kind of gang up on her. And then, a Riot Squad working her over, like frequent tags in and out. They could get rid of her. And then at one point, I believe it says in my notes here, what's her name? Ruby Riott got caught up in the coquina clutch. Is it coquina? A Kirifuda clutch. My bad there, Joe knows coquina. She got caught up in Kirifuda clutch, but she passed out and then got pinned. I thought that was a little funny, but I mean, these things happen. But yeah, I just thought that was a little funny. But well, Shannon, Shannon got her out. But oh, I'm sorry, but And then after that happened, then Lacey Evans got out by Liv Morgan. But then Liv Morgan, she got Samoan dropped by Nia, leaving only Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair was fighting for her life. But you kinda in the back of your feeling, you was like, okay, maybe she could get it, or maybe I don't know. But she had to finesse something, or whatever. Uh, but what was really a highlight, she was really fighting like her life depended on it. She was doing really good till Shayna Baszler locked her in the curve for the clutch. But you know what I'm saying, it was just like she was in NXT. She managed to get about that thing, and tried to get about that thing, but she couldn't quite get it. She got to the ropes, but then she passed out. But the ref didn't see her pass out because she had her hand. She grabbed the rope first, and from the way he saw it, like she had her, and she touched the rope first. She didn't know that she passed out. So Baszler was just sitting there. She ended up getting disqualified. I thought I was like, oh, okay, so maybe she have a chance. But then Nia was on her. They was fighting on the outside. Oh my God, Bianca Belair managed to push her over the barricade into where the screens are, but she took too much time, and it was a double count out. And believe it or not, Raw won because lo and behold, the sole survivor was Lana, who was sitting there on the steps, out the way, looking like she was about to go run and cry in the car. But man, when I say that she came out like she had done everything, like she had put her life on the line, like she just came back from war. She thought that she did all the work. Now Josh was beside herself. I can imagine that there might be some fallout from this from Raw, but that remains to be seen. But congratulations, Lana. You know what I'm saying? Get a little round of applause, a little quick little golf clap. You know what I'm saying? But I had a feeling that they was gonna try to, have her be the sole survivor. I thought that she would have screwed things for Team Raw, but I mean, it is what it is. So Lana's the best. Lana is number one, just for this match though. But yeah, so yeah, Raw won both of them. But in my opinion, this was better than the first one because it was a little bit more competitive and stuff. Which brought us to the main event of the evening: Roman Reigns against Drew McIntyre. I can with confidence say this was the match of the night. For me, it was the match of the night. Don't get me wrong, I love the tag team match, but this match, come on, man. Come on. All right, now, WWE Championship. Come on. This match was brutal. This match was hard hitting. They was throwing everything but the kitchen sink at each other. Only thing I didn't like is that Roman won. But at the same time, Roman is on fire right now. They're trying to push him. For real, to the moon. They pushing Drew a little bit, but they, you know what I'm saying? Roman is like red hot right now. As the tribal chief, he's the head of the table, all that good stuff. I'll tell you what though, Drew didn't go on like no punk, like no little bitch. He gave everything he had at Roman. Roman hit this mother with 2-3 spears. Still wouldn't bring him down. He put him, Samoan dropped through the table, speared him through the barricade, brought him back into the ring. This mother still didn't want to go down. But one of the smoothest reversals I've seen is Reigns came for the spear. This mud, Drew fell down with him, then quickly got up and put this mud in the Kimura lock with the arm. Yeah, he put him in the Kimura lock. And that mud looked crazy. Looked like he about to snap his arm in two. But he managed to get up out of that. He hit him with the future shot DDT. It wasn't enough. But then he finally hit him with the Claymore. But Roman ran to the ref. And you know how flimsy and fragile these refs are. Ref fell out. He was down. And I already knew, okay, here come the shenanigans. And lo and behold, Jey Uso comes running out. After Roman was beside him and said, man, you know what, go. You know what I'm saying? You a loser. You couldn't get your team in line, this and that and the third. They disrespect you, so they disrespect me, so they disrespect the family, this and that and the third, this whole spiel. But Jay came out and, you know what I'm saying, did what he had to do. He got a little bit of distraction. Drew got him down for a second, then went to go pick up Roman. Roman, I knew he was going to do it because he's been doing it these past couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? And months. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with a low blow. And then Jay came from behind him, hit him with a super kick, and then he got put in the guillotine. At one point, Drew got up, but he couldn't do anything because the moment he got up, he was on spaghetti legs, but then he flew back down and he passed out from the guillotine. So Roman went on and he won. You know what I'm saying? Got his title. Sitting there, you know what I'm saying? Jay was on the ramp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They hugged it up and all that. But it's just saying, all right, man, you got me back in my good grace. You back in my good graces. I acknowledge you, I guess. So, you know, Roman went on to win that one, and Drew looked crushed. Drew gave it everything he had. I personally thought they was gonna give it to Drew. They should have gave it to Drew, but hey, man, it's what it is. But Roman, yeah, Roman had to dig a little bit for that one. So you know, I'm interested to see where they both go from here with this one. But believe it or not, that wasn't the end of the night, because at the end of the night, it was the Undertaker's final farewell, and they had a whole bunch of superstars come out for and legends. You know what I'm saying? Come out for tribute. There was so many. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna name all of them, but there was Jeff Hardy, JBL, the Goblin Brothers. One of them was Midian, who was in the ministry. Savio Vega, Kevin Nash, The Godfather, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Ric Flair, Kane, a whole bunch of people, man, came out there. Then, you know, they showed a montage of his career over the 30 years. Then Mr. McMahon came out, said some words, and man, it was Mr. McMahon looked like he was about to cry a little bit. And then, you know what I'm saying, he introduced The Undertaker. And then, you know, they had a little spectacle with the lights and everything. And, you know, Undertaker came out, said a couple words real quick. But you could kind of tell he was taking his time a little bit, because I think that, you know, he looked like he was about to break down, too. I can't even lie, man. I had a little bit of tears welling up my eyes. I held it in the known. But, man, 30 years, bruh, Undertaker. But I'm surprised, you know, that nothing crazy happened, because there were rumors that something crazy might pop off, but nothing, man. They just, you know, let him say his speech, and he said, you know, it's time for the Undertaker to rest in peace. And then, you know, he got down and did his whole thing. And I thought that the coolest thing that they did was they had the little hologram of Paul Bearer with the urn, like, oh yeah. I thought that was kind of cool, and that was sweet, because, you know, Paul Bearer was, you know what I'm saying, really essential for the Undertaker. And, you know what I'm saying? It sucks that, you know, he passed away and that he didn't live to see it, you know, end like that. And then, you know, they gave him a 10 count, 10 toes of low. Then, you know, he walked off. And then before he left, you know what I'm saying, he looked back. Then he was heading down. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, threw the fist up and walked away. Man, that's how it ended, man. I think the Undertaker's gone for good, but you know, time will tell. But like I said, man, either way, man, one hell of a career. One of, if not the greatest guys ever. But yeah, man, that was Survivor Series 2020. It was good. It wasn't better than last year's, because I still think that, you know what I'm saying, last year, I think that they still need to have, it should be Raw, SmackDown, and NXT go head to head. But you know, I guess, you know what I'm saying, through, you know what I'm saying, COVID and the pandemic and all that, couldn't do that. But they did pretty damn good with what they had. But you know what I'm saying, Raw had brand supremacy. They won brand supremacy. They won 4 out of 7 matches. So I was wrong with that. But man, I'm not complaining. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. It was real good. It was real good. Ooh, it was real good, in my opinion. Match of the night has got to go to the main event. Drew and Roman. But at the same time, though, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people wouldn't said the Street Profits and New Day was also mentioned. I couldn't complain about that. But yeah, man, that's my review for Survivor Series, man. So and let me know what y'all think, man, in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? What you like, what you didn't like. You know what I'm saying? Favorite match, all that other good stuff. But as usual, per usual, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button and subscribe. And when you subscribe to your boy, and if you subscribe to your boy, make sure that you hit that notification bell because you never know when I'm upload, when I'm be streaming. Speaking of streaming, if you don't know by now, we are going to finish Persona 5 Royal. We're not going to be playing nothing but that. I'm trying to stream as much as I can, get that out the way, then finish Crash 4. It's about time. Get that out the way. I'm playing out on the low, you know what I'm saying? Getting, you know what I'm saying, the costumes and trying to, you know, flashback tapes and all that other good stuff. Been doing it on the low or whatever. But yeah, we're trying to get them out the way because in less than 2 weeks, or maybe in 2 weeks, God forbid they have another delay. I don't think they're gonna have another delay. Just never know. I hope. I gotta stop saying that because they might just have a delay. But I'm just saying, man, it's been 4 delays already. Please let me 5, man. I'm ready to play this game. Been ready to play this game. We will be streaming Cyberpunk 2077. Nothing else. I don't care what else is out. Unless it was like Persona 5 Scramble, but that's not gonna come out for a while. But until something crazy comes out, or I feel like streaming that something else, which is not gonna be likely, all it's gonna be streaming on this channel is Cyberpunk. But before that, I want to finish Persona 5 Raw, and I want to finish Crash Bandicoot 4. So that's what we're gonna do. But I know that before that comes out, we have I believe it's December 6th. I think it's like shoot, it might be 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks away, I think. We got NXT War Games. So I will be back for sure with my review and predictions for that as it comes and everything. But yeah, man, it's been your boy Joe Boy Don, and I will holler at y'all party people in the next one. I love y'all. I'll holler at y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.